day, but I am going to the McKinney's farmers market, and it's really early. It's really chilly today. The temperature dropped, but it's actually really crazy because Sunday is going to be 90 something degrees, but here we are. Okay, so I got some flowers and I'm getting a hot cocoa as well. I'm just waiting. I tried this man's skincare. My hands were very, very smooth. He said that he got it for his daughter. Well, he made it for his daughter who has eczema. But it was nice to try. I gave him a Google review. I'm glad that I wasn't like pestered to buy it, but he was really, really sweet. My hot cocoa. Be forever to get me some hot cocoa, but I have hot cocoa, and I got it from Lafayette. I feel like since it's New Orleans, it's Lafayette. Never mind. Let me not just do that. Forget I said that. But I did grab me some sourdough. The lady seen my camera and I got a little scared by it. But I got some sourdough from the vendor. I got me some fresh flowers. And now I'm drinking my hot cocoa. I wasn't getting overstimulated, but I was trying to find peppers, onions. Like I really needed some red peppers, some onions, and fruit. Forrest was telling me basically that since there's a race going on, it's a little bit different because a lot of people are having a hard time finding parking and trying to get over here. So I'm not sure I came at the best time ever. One lady, she had like a carton of onions and I was like, I don't need a carton, I just need one onion. What time is it? I'm also planning to go to an antique mall here, which it opens up at 10. Everyone is so sweet. I just love meeting sweet people. The guy who I was trying his moisturizer and everything with, he was like, do you get hit on here? It's like, no, that's not a thing here in Dallas. And I feel like the older generation don't really truly understand crisis that the women are in these days. I don't think I've gotten hit on since I really left Atlanta. And he was like, but you got hit on in Atlanta, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay. Yeah, the dynamic here is a little bit different, but honestly, don't mind it because I don't miss being hit on in Atlanta. This is such a weird topic to talk about, but I genuinely don't miss it. One thing men will have is the audacity. Gotta give it to them. We don't have that enough, ladies, but I need to finish one of my TikToks. Ooh, it was a fail. No one had what I wanted. No one had peppers. It felt stupid to just buy one onion from one vendor, and then also they were doing cash only, so told me that I needed to come back here. So I'm probably gonna come back here when it's a lot warmer to walk around, and hopefully there are more vendors, and I'm also going to bring cash because I feel like it's unfair to judge them at this weird weekend that they have going on because they had a race. So everyone was, from the race was coming here. But I plan on going to this antique mall. Ideally, I wanted to go to the antique mall. I wanted to go to this donut shop and then go to Adriatica Village, and you'll guys see where Adriatica Village is. It's very nice, but it's really cold. The idea was to eat the donut and look through the lake, but it's literally so chilly. I don't think that it's going to warm up anytime soon. Yeah, the highest is 64 today, guys. Got some homemade sourdough. I tried sourdough for the first time at Le Soul House. I have to figure out whether it's Le Soul House or Le Soul House. Le Soul. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Taylor. But I had the sourdough with some eggs. It was too good, okay? It was really, really good. And I was like, wow, that bread is really good. And I was wondering why everyone was raving over sourdough. Like, this is what the big hype is about, but it's actually pretty good. The name, to me, I felt like it didn't seem very appetizing, but when I tried it, I don't know what butter they put on it, but the butter was really, really good. I love whipped butter, so that's what's going to go on mine. But other than that, I really loved it. Our stay in McKinney is probably going to be a little bit short, but I'm hoping to go to the warm weather. I might do two antique malls. I think there's at least three of them here in McKinney, so we can do three of them. Guys, I have successfully not bought anything that I didn't really need. I mean, kind of. I bought this vase and these children books, but no, this town is really cute. I haven't seen it booming on the weekend, which has been great. I'm trying to find where I parked at, and I don't quite remember. Oh, you found it. Okay. Maybe I should walk on the different side of the road so I don't get hit. I'm about to go to the donut shop. Well, we can still go to Adriatica Village, but it won't be a picnic. I probably will be sitting in my car, and maybe I can walk around and talk with you guys too. I've been to McKinney during the week, but I haven't been on the weekend, and it's booming. It's nice. They actually have some cool stores that are alive. When I came, it was barely any stores kind of like open, and it just looks really dead, but this is a nice little town. I love little McKinney. I have my donuts, the pepperoni and the margarita one, and I've been dying to try these. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're like crispy. It's genuinely good. Now I'm gonna do the margarita. Gosh, that's so good. Y'all, I tore that pepperoni up. Oh my gosh. One that I got? Oh, the chicken bacon ranch. Mmm. The bag is real big. The families and the people out here taking pictures. And here I am, eating lunch. It's not doing anything for me. It looks so good. Sorry for the lighting. It's like cloudy. I can't figure it out, but I'm too hungry to figure it out. But this is like maple bacon. That is a lot of sugar. Lord have mercy. Guys, I was talking the whole time and the mic wasn't even freaking on, so you guys wouldn't have been able to hear me. But honestly, from this distance, it was picking up on what I was saying, but not actually. So I'm glad that I looked back at the playback. But I was just talking about this home behind me. I was thinking about like who owns it. You know, what type of job do they have? They literally have 4 entryways to this little lake area, and it's so beautiful. It looks like a gazillion amount of rooms in that one home. There has to be more than one person living in the house, right? Like a family, 2 families. Maybe the first level is someone's, room. Earlier on in my years, I would say that is probably someone who is older. But these days, the young people, they're getting to their bag, okay? They're getting to the money. So I would not be surprised if a younger person walked out of that home at all. I would be like, wow, that's so inspiring. I don't want that big of a house, But that's so freaking crazy that you're at this age and you bought that. Anyways, the geese and the ducks are talking, and I was just thinking about, I genuinely want a home by the water. I genuinely want a home by the water, like a little cottage. Ideally, I would say four. No, okay, so I want one guest bedroom. I want an office. I want a Pilates studio. I want my master bedroom. I don't think my whole closet needs a full room at all, but I do want it to be big. So I'm not going to say that's a full room though. Then, I don't know if I said guest bedroom. Wait, let me start over. Okay, we want the master bedroom. We want the guest bedroom, obviously. I would say 2 guest bedroom, at least. At least 2 guest bedroom, and then fit like 2 twins in each bedroom. I want a Pilates studio. I want a creative space, and then I also want an office area. Okay, so that's about 5 to 6 rooms. That's a lot. Yeah, I guess I gotta continue to work, huh? Because these homes are like freaking crazy. I can't even guesstimate how much that home behind us is. It's absolutely insane. It has to be like $1 billion, gazillion dollars. You can retire early. Don't let the other, just because they weren't able to do it, doesn't mean you can't do it. And I don't think ideally that's my goal, to retire, but I don't know. I'm already at peace, which is really crazy. I'm already at peace. Moved to a whole different state. I didn't know anyone here when I moved here. My journey to get here is so freaking crazy. Honestly, we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's chat. Let's chat, okay? So, I knew I wanted to move out of Georgia. So I'm originally from Georgia. I knew I wanted to move out of Georgia for the longest period of time. And ideally, it was supposed to be London, overseas. But with everything going on, that just seemed like it was pushing it further and further back. And then I actually seen one of my YouTubers, Colleen Diaz. She actually lived in London, but it was always so gloomy. And I'm really a person that I don't mind gloominess days, but when it's like 24/7, that's a no for me. My energy, comes from the sun. Honestly, comes from the sun. And I would say people probably would compare my energy to the sun because it's so bright and I'm so bubbly sometimes. It's not all the time, but I'm so bubbly. I knew I wanted to stay in the South. And a lot of people always said, why Texas? Well, I knew someone that was in Houston, but when I visited Houston, someone was like, you don't like Dallas? And I was like, I never went to Dallas. So then I decided to visit Dallas. Visited Dallas, and then I was like, okay, yeah. They knew exactly what they were saying because they said, you fit Dallas more than Houston. And I was like, what you mean by that? But honestly, Dallas is a LA. A lot of people compare it to LA. They say Austin is Seattle, and then they also say Houston is Atlanta, which I didn't want to move to another Atlanta because, I'm from there. There's nothing there for me. Then I got to Dallas, and I started visiting apartments, and people just engaging with people, and they were so sweet and so respectful. And I felt like they had more hospitality than I've ever seen in Georgia, ever. And it's absolutely insane. Like, I can't really comprehend because Texas is a conservative state, blah, blah, blah. It's a red state. And that's what a lot of the people in my comments or people were concerned about, just Texas being red. Ideally, I didn't really care that much. I just knew that it was my time to go. And as soon as I visited Dallas, I was like, yep, the city is calling my name. I'm here. And ever since I came here, I just feel more aligned with my life, my beliefs, my goals, my values. And I don't know if this is the destination for me. It doesn't feel like the destination, but it feels like the chapter in which I continue to grow. And that's what I love. One of my biggest things that I value in my life is growth. And it's a bittersweet moment for me because I feel like I've experienced so much growth in a year and a half. Some ladies, some girls, and none of them are really from Dallas except for one. All the people that I met are really transplants or have been here a couple of years and they just kind of stayed. But everyone I've met here is just so sweet and so nice and welcoming. And that's all I ask for is I continue to meet genuine, really sweet people. I'm not a person that wants to be in flashing lights, cameras. That's just really not me. I don't mind having like a close-knit, just circle of people that I trust and that I hang out with. I don't want to have 1,001 friends, and I don't call anyone my friend. I have a consistent of 3 friends, and all the girls that I met here in Dallas that I adore and absolutely love and respect them. So, well, isn't fancy seeing you here? Yeah, guys, I got home. Just a little explanation. I got home. I don't know why my ponytail is not looking good. Okay. I didn't even realize I didn't slick my edges down either. Anyways, okay, so maybe I should slick my edges down. Is that ADHD? Hold on. Hold on. Like filming myself, I'm realizing like, girl, you may have an issue. All right, let me plead my case. So yesterday after Adriatica Village, Adriatica. I would have never got that. After visiting Adriatica Village, I did go to HEB to pick up some red snapper, peppers, onions. I didn't get any fruit, but I really wanted some grapes. There's this brand that I really love, which is called the Yum Yum brand. So they didn't have that in that HEB. But then I came home and my mom was like, "Did you tell them to clean it?" And I was like, "No, I didn't tell them to clean it." And she was like, "Well, girl, you gotta clean the fish now." And I was like, "What? I've never cleaned fish in my whole entire life." She was like, "Why didn't you ask them to clean it?" And I was like, "I don't know." In my mind, I really assumed that my mom made the red snapper with the head on, and then also, I don't know. I've obviously had red snapper escabeche with like Jamaican cuisine, so it always had the head on, but I never really, I don't know why I thought my mom did it too. Anyways, so I descaled the fish, cleaned the inside of the fish, cut the head off. I had to sharpen my knives. It was a whole experience with just me and my mom. And she got a little kick out of it. And she was laughing the whole time and decided to tell all my family members what I did. And I was like, "You're gonna tell everyone, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Anyways, so that was my experience yesterday. I was really drained, okay? I honestly did a whole shift because I woke up at what, like 6, and I got back around 4 p.m. So that's kind of like a whole little shift. And then I was really importing all of the footage that I got yesterday to my iPad, and I did not edit it, but I did edit two TikTok videos, so I was really happy about that. I do kind of need to plan what TikTok videos I'm gonna do today. The more that I'm filming myself, the more I'm getting used to like, okay, like planning and content ideas. So I'm really excited about that. But I need to, I wouldn't say batch content, but I need to keep putting out more content so that when that time of the month comes, which is like, I would say my least most inspiring, troubling mentally experience, like I'm always in my head. So when that time of the month comes, I already just have stuff out. So, but that's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute and we're gonna get there. But now, today is Sunday and it is March 29th at 8 a.m. Today I'm going for a walk with Les Soul and we're going to walk around this new park. I actually have, I've never been to this park before. It's called Kid Springs Park. I haven't really heard people talk about it, but I don't really want to go post on TikTok about it either. Am I being one of those type of people? I don't know. And then you always get people in the comments like, no, can't keep this. But when I went to Adriatica, it's such a pretty little, I don't know what you would call it, little area. But it obviously Adriatica has just, not obviously, but the what am I trying to say? The people, the buildings in Adriatica Village are apartment homes, and they are also companies, like realtor companies, insurance companies, medical companies, which is very odd. I wonder why they decided to sell to them instead of selling to people, like actual, like making it their homes. Or maybe it would just been too much upkeep. I don't know. Anyways, but when you look down at the water, at least lower, I didn't really get to show you guys. There was a lot of like trash in that area, and I was like, guys, come on. You're supposed to not leave a footprint that you were ever here, and it's so annoying because obviously there's geese and ducks in that area, so God knows if they ever were to chew on that type of trash. It's just like so annoying, but I digress. I'm not like a huge animal lover or green thumb type of person, but I will say I hate when people don't treat nice things nice. Like, this is a nice area. Why aren't you treating it nice? Not saying, especially where you like, this is your escape or this is your, you know, like you enjoy this area. Why not treat it nice? I just genuinely don't understand that. It's not comprehending. Let's do a flashback to me having a scratch on my Gucci glasses. Takes one to know one, huh? Takes one to know one. Anyways, I digress. So that's what we're doing today. Also, guys. Okay, my bad. I do have the window open, so I didn't even realize that would have interfered with you hearing me. But anyways, I have the mic on now, so hopefully that works. I bought this big old pot because the fish were huge. I didn't have any pan to cook the fish in. Oh my gosh, it looks super huge. It's like me. I didn't have the fish to cook, the pan to cook the fish in. So my mom was like, you probably need a new pan. None of my pans are deep enough for me to fry the fish in. So I thought this. And I thought she said that the oil had to cover the fish. But my pans just aren't deep enough. I have the Our Place set, and it's just not deep enough for the fish. Or wide enough, honestly. And then when I went to HEB, none of them looked cute enough. Like, they didn't even match my set, and it was like, I don't want that. It doesn't even match my set. Let me be for real, but anyways, I'm going to return this because it's too big. My mom was like, girl, take that back. So we're taking this back this morning as well. I have to go because I'm not going to have time. So I will see you guys soon. Yeah. So I was just chilling by the pool. I do have to head out pretty soon. I have to use the restroom. This water is going through me. Anyways, got done with our little walk. It was nice being able to just relax. I didn't know that La Sol was open on the weekends. I don't know why I thought they were closed for some reason. I don't know. But I do have to head out. I definitely need to keep a bathing suit in my car because of times like these. Everyone was just laying out and catching a tan. Next weekend is going to be raining, so I'm definitely going to miss that opportunity that I could have had this weekend. But we have all spring. Not really sure about the summer because it gets really, really hot here in Texas. But I want to go to Hobby Lobby to get this cherry wood wallpaper. I'm trying to create this vibe for this little nook in my tiny home. I'll show you guys the images that I have that inspired me. And then I have to go back to Central Market. Well, not go back to Central Market, but I have to go back to Central Market to get some rainbow carrots. I really, really want some rainbow carrots with my red snapper, and then I'll have rice as well, which I think would be so good. Also, probably need to grab some eggs because I've been eating eggs quite often. I was supposed to get eggs at the farmer's market, but obviously that didn't work out. I do want to give McKinney a nice try. So I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby, then Central Market, and then we'll wrap up our day back at home. I do have laundry to fold, which I need to do. And I also have to go pee again. So I just wanted to update you guys. I didn't really want to talk at the pool because this is like a peaceful area. Everyone was reading their books. I'm like inspired. I do have a book that I could read, but I didn't bring it. I don't know why I thought today they close on the weekends, but they don't. So there's that. Again, we're still playing with the settings a little bit, so excuse the different exposures that you get in this vlog. But yeah, so let's head on out. Guys, we're back in the little tiny home. I didn't even show you guys my outfit. I feel good. Like this waist is snatched. This waist looks so good. I really just love my little body. I'm just saying. I love it. Yeah. I feel good. I look good. Thank you, God. Thank you. Anyways, this outfit is a two-piece set from Aerie. I actually have the hoodie to match. I love Aerie. I love their athleisure because I feel like it's affordable. I wear my sets over and over every week, okay? I usually buy, I think most of my sets have been brand new, but you can honestly thrift on Depop, girl. It's not that deep. Especially if you are in Pilates 24/7. I love thrifting my athleisure because you know some girls just buy athleisure and they wear it one time and they think that's a wrap. But no, I wear it more than one time. But this is my outfit. I feel like I don't know if you guys can really tell. Okay? But this, let me back up. Make sure we don't have no. I feel like this crisscross waist is the best for girls who are around the same shape as me, who have the same shape as me, because it just complements us so well. And then my bra top is from CSB, and my shoes, I can take them off now. I'm trying to get in the habit of taking my shoes off at the door, but I definitely did it. These little Nike denim sneakers, which love these. I have a couple of gems in my closet. I'm trying to get rid of some Jordans that I no longer wear, but sneakers like these that you can dress up and dress down, I feel like still goes with the vibe that I'm going for as far as my closet. I'm gonna sit down. Okay, so I went to Home Depot. I don't know if in my previous clip I said Hobby Lobby, but I went to Home Depot. and it feels so manly in there. I just want to be Bob the Builder when I walk in there. Anyways, I did not find the contact paper, that the adhesive that I wanted. Then I realized on the website it said pick up in store and they'll ship it to the store, which to me I just find stupid. Why would I want to ship it to the store and not to my house? Maybe there's some reasons I just haven't thought of. But shipping it to the store when you could just ship it to my house. What in your right mind goes, yeah, I want you to ship it to the store. I mean, I guess like if you're not at home or something. I don't know. Anyways, no, I didn't want that option, so I'm gonna have to order it. I need to order that now. I need to order the paint because I do want to paint this area. We're gonna paint it together, which is gonna be so interesting. I have curtains that I want to put up too, which I'm a little bit nervous about. I'm not gonna lie. I hope that I have enough curtains, to be honest. We're gonna hope and pray, girl. We gonna hope and pray. And then the hardest part about this is that the trim and the doors are this gray color. So do I paint over that? Or do I paint the doors? Or do I just paint the trim of the doors, but not the actual doors? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyways, so we're gonna do that. This color is white, but I want like a cream color. I kind of want Le Sol here. I don't know. I just want it to be a nice place. I don't, okay, I don't watch TV, so the TV would have to be on that side, right? There can be a couch in here, but it has to be a two-seater because I just don't want that big of a couch. I want a rug in here too. Then I want a table to sit at comfortably. Then I want a digital piano in here. Girl, where are you fitting all of this? I don't know, in my head it's working. It's working in my head. Somehow we're gonna make it work in here. Like, the TV has to go on that wall because there's cable right here. The door opens like in this little pathway. So I either need to make sure that I carve a path out to get to the door or what. Here, I feel like I could put a table here because it won't be in the way of the actual door. Only one door opens. This is a for show type of door. So a table could be right here. Or a table could be in the corner where you guys are at. But then, depending on the type of table, it would block the scene. I don't know. And then this side, you don't really see the sunset over here. So if you're sitting on the couch this way, you can see the sunset, which is like more comforting. But if you sit this way, you can't see that. And I'm sure I would want to come home and sit on the couch, right? But before I get my mind to wondering, we're just going to start with the basics. We're going to start with the paint, and then we're going to start with the curtains, all right? Because Lord knows I can take myself down there on this journey of what all can go in here, and I will never put anything in here because I will get overwhelmed. So there's that. I came home afterwards just because we do have to cook dinner. I do want to catch up on something from work. I do need to start editing these vlogs. And what else? Oh, speaking of, what was I talking about before? I was talking about decorating. Oh, yeah, so I have to figure out my weekly schedule, things like that. I do believe I would love to get in the shower, watch all of this of me and start cooking. We're gonna cook some red snapper and some peppers and have some rainbow carrots. And while that's cooking, we can get scheduling and settling down for the work week. Oh, I also have to pack an order too. So someone bought these Dolce & Gabbana jeans. I can show you guys. These denim jeans from Dolce & Gabbana, they did fit me at one point, and now they don't. I don't know what happened, but I can't get it. I can't get it. Like, if even when I put them on the first time, I was really pushing it. So this is a Euro 36. But girl, these tights, if you're any, like, you gotta be real tiny to fit in these jeans, okay? These jeans make me feel like you may have a little something back there, even though I don't got nothing. But these jeans make me feel like I definitely did. Let me put that on there. But they're so freaking cute. They're obviously not my vibe anymore. When I bought these, I was going for like that baddie aesthetic. But they have these little cuts out and then buckles at the end. The detailing on these denim jeans are so freaking nice. I am going to steam them before I ship them out. So, and they have this little belt too. The only thing is that when I washed them, the leather came out of it. Obviously, because they're pretty old, but I did put that in the picture, so I don't think anyone cares, to be honest. No one's going to be paying that close attention, honestly. And then this detailing. Oh, these are so cute. I hate that I'm giving them away. Well, I'm not giving them away. Someone bought them. But I'm going to steam these before I ship them out, even though they'll probably get wrinkled anyways. But they're like really wrinkled now because I had them folded up. So I need to do that. That needs to be a reminder, but I'll see you guys when I see you. I kind of need to hurry up and get my night started wrapping this up. So yeah.